The Hauraki Big Show with Toledo's. All the good stuff, no nasties. Try it today.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company on this sultry Monday afternoon. It is the 23rd of March, 2026, and you, my friends, as always, listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Toledo's.
All the good stuff, no nasties. Try Toledo's natural electrolyte drinks today.
Suck it.
Oh my God, so refreshing.
Now you're drinking. G'day, Mogey, the stallion. How's life?
Going pretty grousey, you mad dog, you 600 of a bee. How about this weather we've been having, Felix?
It's just been unbelievable, man. I've been loving it.
You've been wandering around the city there. You're getting a bit of a name for yourself, eh?
Yeah, I am.
The wandering tramp, they call him, Keyzie.
Really?
Yeah, they do. They do. Everyone comes up and chats with me. I know all the local characters now.
That's right. Well, you've got that religious freak who puts his hands on you, doesn't he, and blesses you?
Yes, on my cheeks there's a prayer for Hoyte J and his family.
On your cheeks?
Yeah, on my face cheek, not on my ass cheek. Though, I mean, if he wanted to grab my ass, I wouldn't mind. That'd be all right.
Well, you certainly wouldn't say no.
Well, exactly. If he wants to give it a little slap, Keyzie, that's all G.
So you're happy for the religious guy to slap your ass?
Totally, man. Bring it.
You know, that checks out.
How are you going, Keyzie? You're running a bit of stubble there. Big weekend, was it?
Not a big weekend at all. Very busy, but also lazy weekend. I didn't really leave my house.
Yeah.
And I
What's
loved
happened to your piss drinking, man? You've changed, man.
Well, I mean, surely you'd be, patting me on the back for it, Mogey.
Nah.
I mean, you're off the
You're
beers.
a young man.
The weird thing is, I don't really like you very much when you don't drink. You just turn into this really sort of straight, sort of... You come in with some sort of admin chat and, all. And then I put up a bit of 2 before and...
I have been renovating my house. I've been painting mostly, Jase.
That's great, man. Good on
Yeah.
you, Keyzie.
What about you, man? You're looking great. What have you been up to?
Oh, just wandering around at the local tramp in the CBD there.
Far out. I don't know how many tramps have got a brand new shirt on, though, man.
I know. How good, eh?
That is a great shirt.
It fits me so well.
Can I guess the price?
Sure.
120.
Whoa, close.
Can I guess?
Yes.
You found it on a dead tramp.
Bingo.
How is that close to 120?
That's how I got a pair of shoes as well over the weekend. So that was bloody good. Hey, Mogey, what's coming up, man?
What's happening on The Big Show with old Mogey?
Well, it's another opportunity. In fact, we'll have a couple of opportunities over the course of the show today to get yourself into the draw for Magic Round. You'll listen out for the cue to call, and you'll be calling us on 0800 Hauraki. You can't enter, Jase. You're already coming, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Old Mogey went out for dinner and he's had a shocker.
Classic.
Well, even better than that, he's just got something to chat about. A difference of the sexes. Me and my wife, not quite on the same page. Want to know if you guys feel the same way. And coming up next, fellas, the single greatest theatre review the world has ever heard. Keyzie went and saw Jase's wife in a play on Friday night. And up next, he's going to tell us exactly how bad it sucked.
Oh, you're on skinny ice there, Keyzie.
Am I?
Woo-wee.
I haven't said anything yet.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Green Day there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 13 minutes past 4 o'clock now. On Friday, Keyzie and Pugsan, who isn't here anymore, he's buggered off overseas, Mogey. I don't know if you know that.
He is.
And their partners went to see my beloved wife's play out there in Titirangi, and Keyzie vowed to give a review, so here we are.
Yeah, now, before I launch into this review...
Launch
You were
into
calling it a tirade, because normally you'd launch into a tirade, wouldn't
Yes,
you?
I would suggest so.
You wouldn't launch into a review.
Right. Before I begin this review, I just need to know where we're at, Hoyte J. Like, what's the vibe with me and you?
Oh, you don't need to worry about that right now, Keyzie. You'll find out soon enough.
Now, this play, Titirangi Theatre out
Yes.
there, it's called Seed. I think it's on for the rest of the week.
It is, yeah.
It is.
And it deals with women of various ages dealing with basically conception and, a lot of themes that I think it was important for myself and Pugs to think about
Yes.
as males in our 30s.
So what themes?
Like conception and birth and wanting to get pregnant and not wanting to get pregnant and all that sort of stuff, and having to put your work on hold so that you can,
Keyzie says Jase's wife is old. Yep, carry on, Nick.
Did I say what? Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
When did I say that?
In a roundabout way, but carry on.
I don't want you paraphrasing what I'm saying. Okay, your wife, first of all, she's not old. She's the same age as you. What are you, 39?
She's a bit younger than me, actually, by 3 years.
Right, so she's 36. So she's 2 years older than me. Okay, I'm glad we established that. Can I say my wife loved it?
Oh, good.
My wife...
That's all that mattered to me, really, to be honest.
My wife absolutely loved it. We have never gone to, as you describe it, like an amateur play before.
Yes.
Where they're not paid professionals. It is voluntarily done.
Oh, okay.
What are you writing?
No, that's...
She's amateurish.
I didn't say amateurish. I said it was an amateur play. Isn't that...
Oh, God. Can I say, and I hate to interrupt your review here, Keyzie, but this is reminding me of the dinner that we went to at your house where Keyzie's wife gave 10 out of 10.
Yes.
He led with that, got your hopes up, and then in comes Keyzie afterwards, which with what I can only assume is going to be another 6 at best. We'll see.
Thanks for that, Mogey. So my wife loved it. You go out there. We got a quick dinner nearby. There was a food court.
Oh, we're not even talking about the theatre
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
It's just
So I moved away from the play.
That's the whole evening.
Focused more on dinner.
I got a burrito. That was delicious. Can I just say, 9 out of 10 for the burrito. It was so delicious. Although accidentally having a burrito before the play, my tummy was rumbling from all the jalapeno. I asked for extra jalapenos and I put hot sauce on it. My tummy was rumbling the whole time. People keep looking at me. So obviously that might have played into the score a wee bit. But Jase, at the very beginning of the play, the lights just go down and one woman walks out, sits down and just starts a monologue.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like theatre, isn't it?
100%. And I'm not used to... And I literally...
Were you waiting for the opening credits or something?
I don't know. Yeah, I was waiting for the titles to come up and play like a theme song or something.
Sounds to me like you're more busy ripping ass because of your burrito.
I didn't rip ass. Make sure when you pass this on, I didn't rip ass. It was just my tummy was rumbling. I did that afterwards.
It was Keyzie that ripped ass.
But a woman walked out, started doing a monologue, and I was like, oh, God, here we go.
Yes.
You know,
that's the thing. Yeah.
just because I haven't been
You
to
always
the
think
theatre
that
show.
any time a woman comes out and starts talking, you just think to yourself, oh, here we go. And that's on you, I guess, Keyzie.
Sexist.
Stop writing down stuff. Okay, but honestly, that was me being 100% honest. She walked out, started a monologue, and I went, oh, okay, here we go. Okay, looks like I'm at a theatre show. Let's do this sort of thing. I reckon it took 30 seconds for me to be entertained.
That's good, Keyzie.
For me to sway from, oh gosh, is this for me? What am I doing here? Into, oh no, this is entertaining. And it felt like I was watching a show, like a TV show, but in real life. If that makes any sense.
Well, yes, it is a live
I'm
performance.
slightly shocked by you describing theatre, a play.
Yeah, as a TV show, but in real life.
But in real life, yeah. I think people know what it is.
Yeah, but I was thoroughly entertained the whole time, Jase. I'd asked a lot of questions. It gave me food for thought.
Sure, okay.
Food for thought. I thought your wife's performance was magnificent. There is one thing I'd like to touch on next, if that's okay.
Sure.
My wife gave the play a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I give the play, and this is not Hoyte J's wife, I give the play an 8.5 out of 10.
Now, out of interest, Jase, what do you give the play?
I gave it a 4.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
She-Hard there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 26 minutes past 4 o'clock and Keyzie has just done a vigorous review of my wife's play, which he went to see on Friday night.
Yeah.
You were over it after the first 10 seconds. You said my wife was old. There was some old school sexism in there. And you were ripping ass throughout the show because you had a massive burrito beforehand.
You are the worst paraphraser I think I've ever met. Mogey, I didn't say any of that stuff, did I?
I wasn't listening, to be honest.
Oh.
But no, you gave it 8.5.
8.5 buzzies out of a possible 10 play buzzies.
Play pussies.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
8.5 out of 10. Your wife's performance, 10 out of 10. And no, seriously, it was. It was fantastic. To be honest,
insulting.
all of the actors were fantastic. I loved it. I thought all of them were highly entertaining. And the fact that, they had day jobs and then they go and do this in the evening and the weekends is amazing.
Hoyte J, does he think you're an idiot, man?
I can answer that. Yeah, I do. What's that got to do with anything?
But I feel like there's a but coming.
Well, it's funny you say that. No, there's no but whatsoever. The first half of the play, there was a 15-minute intermission.
Yes.
Where I was sent to get a glass of wine and a crunchy bar for my wife and I to enjoy. The first half of that play, prior to that intermission, is sort of setting up the scene, setting up the relationships and stuff. And for the bulk of that first half, which is about an hour long, your wife, Jase, is like kissing another dude and getting her bum slapped by another dude.
I never saw a bum slap.
No, I did. As part of the play.
That was you when you saw it at the end and
no,
said,
Mogey,
well, great job.
No, but this is during the play also. And I was just like, oh, wow, okay. So, like, you got to I'm here believing that Hoyte J's wife is not married to Hoyte J. She is instead married to this chap here that I'm watching. And they're kissing and stuff.
She pretends that most of the time.
Well, I wouldn't know, but that certainly would help answer.
So
a few
you're saying
questions.
that you were saying there was some ass slapping. I never saw any ass slapping.
Well, how did you miss it?
You fell asleep at one point, Jay.
I did. I nodded off.
Yeah. But no, there was ass slapping. There was kissing.
Was it kissing?
Yeah, well, not tongue pashing.
Sure, man. Whatever you need me to say. Tongue pashing.
Not French kissing.
Right.
I don't know what ethnicity the kissing was, Jason.
They did kiss on the lips, which I thought was a bit much.
Well, they did kiss on the lips several times, and for quite a while. Like, they really lingered there as well. And so at that point, when I was watching another man kissing Hoyte J's wife, I was like, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
This is great.
I'd pay to see that.
Oh, you
Says
should.
My wife
I'll go
is
again.
having an affair with the male actor.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I was just saying that it was a very believable relationship.
Yeah.
A lot more believable than yours.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Radiohead there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Now, we were going to be speaking to Charlie Gubb at this point, but he's not picking up his phone. And boy, when we do get hold of him, I'll be having a word, fellas. So in the meantime, let's talk TV.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
This is how it starts right
This is
here.
how it starts.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, fellas, with my daughter there, I watched Paddington in Peru. It's the third of the Paddington Bear series, fellas. Very, very good. He has to go back to Peru.
Back to Peru.
That's where he's from. He's from
really?
Peru.
Paddington.
Paddington, yeah, because his Aunt Lucy is sad. She's down in the dumps.
Oh.
Anyway, gets back there. She's staying at this retirement home for bears in Peru, and she's disappeared. So they have to track her down. It leads to a treasure hunt for El Dorado.
I was going to say, I know where she is. She's in Machu Picchu.
That's
my guess.
Yeah, no, she was in El Dorado. Or was she? Antonio Banderas,
Yes.
Olivia Colman. Very good cast. Great for kids, man. What a show.
Obviously doing the voiceovers, not actually playing a bear.
No, there wasn't a real bear. They couldn't find one that was the right size.
Yes.
They sort of got this bear and they thought, this guy is nailing it, even managing to learn some of the lines, but certainly able to move his mouth to make it seem like he was doing it. But he kept on mauling the children.
A real bear.
A real bear,
They put him in the hat and stuff.
They put him in the hat, the little jacket, little raincoat he was wearing there. Had a little umbrella, some
And he
gum
got out
boots,
some of the
etc.
lines.
Well,
Yeah.
it's interesting because we were chatting about bears the other day on TV, and I was telling you about in real life bears, when they maul you, they like to eat your brain.
That's right, and that's what this Paddington bear would do. It goes straight for the brain. You can't have that.
No, not
That's-
with the kiddies.
That
no.
is not acceptable behaviour on set, Keyzie, and you'll find that out if you ever get there. I would give it 4 buzzies out of a possible 5 buzzies.
Wow, okay.
For a kids' movie. Bloody good
Paddington
stuff.
in Peru. So I thought you were going to go watch that new, what was it called, Yoppers or something?
What's Yoppers?
It was like a new movie.
Oh, Hoppers.
Hoppers.
It was the week before I RSVP'd yes, thanks very much, and then right at the last minute found out that my daughter had a birthday party to go to, so that was the end of that.
Damn it.
Cake wins, man. Cake wins.
I did a rare thing yesterday and I watched the Black Caps playing in a T20. You know, I used to love the game of cricket, Mogey.
It wasn't that long ago.
Not that long ago, and
Why are you just telling Mogey this? Why?
Well, because you don't really understand cricket, Keyzie.
Yeah, true.
You know, back in the day, New Zealand versus Australia, the great epic battles, and I was watching this T20 last night just going, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I don't care about this game. There's nothing on it. There's 2 kind of put-together sides to raise a bit of cash after the World Cup. I watched for about half an hour, and that was me done. And I thought, what a tragedy.
Indeed.
That I used to love the game so much, and now I'm like, nah. Have you ever heard the phrase, Keyzie, less is more? Well, they need less cricket
haven't.
to get people back on board.
I completely agree. And if it's if you're going to undervalue the jersey by chucking any old, and not in no disrespect to the players, of course, but it's like when with South Africa sending down a C-grade team.
Yes.
Then charge us C-grade prices. Don't charge anybody to go into the ground. Don't charge $15 for a beer. You know what I mean? It's like this is embarrassing. You're embarrassing us. You're embarrassing this great nation of ours, Keyzie.
It's a disgrace,
Hang on, I
Keyzie.
haven't done anything wrong. I've got nothing to do with New Zealand
A
cricket.
disgrace.
You're a shocking bastard.
All right, well, I'll let my fellow NZ cricket colleagues know, all right? How many buzzies out of 5 do you give the cricket?
1.
Oh,
Do you give it 1?
wow.
One. Well, half a 1.
Yeah. I mean, I love my test match cricket.
Yes.
I love my world. There's just, as you say, too much. It's the same with the rugby, in my opinion.
Too much of a good
And
thing.
actually, I feel the same way about the rugby league. I think the rugby league season's far too long as well. I think you should have an opportunity to miss it.
I watched 10 minutes of rugby league and I was over it.
You hate rugby league, though.
Tell Charlie Gubb about it up next.
Oh, I'm fired up for that. Don't you worry about it.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
That's ridiculous.
Tune. That is a goddamn tune.
That
is
awesome
ridiculous.
That's
sauce.
how you do it. It's crazy, isn't it? Ridiculous musicianship there.
That's won by Metallica, by the way.
Yes. Hey, there was a bit of rugby league action over the weekend, and with that in mind, we've got our resident professional ex-warrior, Charlie Gubb, who rather poorly and it's just amateur hour. We called him 10 minutes ago. Did he pick up? No, he didn't. I mean, you know, fellas, I love the Warriors, and they are going great guns at the moment. And can Gubby be asked? I don't think so. But finally he answered the phone, and here he is now. G'day, Charlie, you mad bastard. How's life?
G'day, Hoyte. You're giving friggin' Prince Andrew vibes now, brother. One, that was not a tune, brother. That was an absolute shit show. And Pugsy normally gets me a bit moist early in the day, gives me a time you're going to call, and then you guys just start calling on private number.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's not
To
radio.
be fair,
brother.
that's on Keyzie, man.
No, it's not on Keyzie at all. Pugs is in Vietnam. Sorry, Gub. Next time we'll call him and we'll get him to message you from Vietnam. I think it's like 3 a.m. in the morning over there or something.
No, that's all good. Warriors went well, eh, fellas?
Up the wires.
Look, I actually watched the Warriors, Gubby. They're looking bloody sharp. Tanner Boyd at 7, bloody good player. He impressed when he played last season and then sort of went off the boil a little bit, it felt like. But, geez, he's looking sharp.
Oh, he's in career best form, and he definitely makes his job easier when the forwards are going forward. Jackson forward. Mitch Barnett back, the whole forward pack's going really well.
Yeah, the other interesting thing, Charlie Gubb, g'day, Keyzie here. Hope you're well, man.
No, I'm good, brother. Good to hear from you.
Yes, yeah, likewise.
Thanks for coming on the show.
No worries, man. Thanks for having me on. You're exactly right, man. Our forward pack. I don't know what Webby's doing in his coaching stuff, but he seems to take these guys that clubs didn't want. Your Aaron Clarks, your Jackson forwards. And he's just managed to turn them into these even Mitch Barnett to a point. Like, he was a great player, but he wasn't how outstanding he was last season. Like, how do you think he's unlocking the abilities of these guys so well?
I actually don't know. I think he must just be a really good coach.
Is it the roids, bro?
It could be. It could be roids. It could be. Maybe they went on. They got on that DMT together.
Yes.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, ayahuasca,
Maybe that's
brother.
what we need to do.
Oh, I think so, man. Bring us all together as a unit, eh?
Yep. Nah. But anyway, the whole 4-pack's just humming, and I think it's just one of those things when you start playing well, you get confidence. And there was times even maybe last year where things weren't humming, and guys on the radio, Hoyte, Mogey, they were calling for people's heads to roll, but we gave them confidence by just continuing to play them, and they're starting to repay the faith this year.
Well, the person I said whose head needs to roll was Luke Metcalf, and it rolled, and look at us go. Look at us go, brother.
Is Metcalf going to get the 7 jersey back?
No way. There is no way in hell. Now, I'm worried about it because I know that Webster is so loyal, but you have got to be a mad bastard to take the keys away from Boyd. You would imagine. I mean, there's a few games to go. Worry about it later, but I don't think I've ever seen this team look better in these than the way they look in these first 3 games. They are absolutely unbelievable. They are smashing people in defence like it's 2002. There's very few errors. Dynamic in attack as well. We go from last year not being able to score any points, and this year we're winning on points differential and top of the table. They're unreal. You've got to keep Boyd in the 7.
No, I agree. I think it's definitely a good time to be a Warriors fan, and I personally think Luke Metcalf was a great 6 anyway. He's a ball runner. Tanner Boyd can do the kicking, steering the team around the field, and Luke Metcalf can still do his own thing. But, a lot can change in a couple of weeks.
That's the thing, man. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the Warriors could shit the bed, for example.
Jase, they're not going to shit the bed, all right? Injuries might hamper it. We're already injury affected, Charlie,
that's right.
which is what I'm loving. Is that
we are injury affected, Keyzie, but remember, we played the Knights without their 2 best players, and then next week we got the Tigers. They've lost
Luai and Dewey,
and Adam Dewey or Dewey.
Yeah.
So it's very good. We're fortune's in our favour.
100%, Charlie. One quick question from me. Like Jackson Ford, he's averaging over 70 minutes a game in the middle there. You spent a lot of time sort of munting around in the middle as well, Charlie. 70 minutes a game.
Off his head.
Average. Playing 70 minutes a game like that in the middle, like how much of a heavy task is that?
It's pretty heavy, I guess. I mean, it's pretty heavy shit, Keyzie. Like, I don't want to go into it on radio, but yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, bro. I remember back in your prime, Charlie, you'd be found wandering around in the ruck, and next thing you know, the guy would be calling out over the PA saying that somebody's lost a Charlie Gubbin in jersey number 17.
Oh, man, this is not what I came on the show for, Charlie. Just to get absolutely piled in on when Pugsy back.
Pugs is back in a few weeks, Charlie. But before we let you go, mate, who is your Porter King player of the round?
Player of the round, it's got to go to Jackson Ford. Just a big, what do they call him? The Great White Hope.
The Terminator. I've heard RoboCop another.
Was that his 100th game as well?
It was
150th.
Well, it was 100, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 100.
Jackson Ford for doing an absolutely incredible job in the middle there. Thank you so much, Charlie Gubb, mate. Thanks for coming on, brother. We really appreciate you. All right.
I love you, man.
I appreciate you, fellas. Thanks, fellas.
Hey, you coming to Magic Round, man? What's going on?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
Come on, Gubby.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll come.
Good on you, mate.
Bring me along.
Yeah,
Bring
boy.
me along.
Okay,
Give me a matchy.
done.
Sweet, mate. We'll swap you out for Hoyte J's ticket, mate. At least you'll have more fun over there.
All right, see you, fellas.
Thanks, Charlie. We'll speak to you next week. And don't forget, if you're in the Wellington area and you need a Portaloo, hit up Porter King Charlie's Portaloo business.
Coming up after 5 o'clock, by the way, Mogey went out over the weekend and it was an absolute debacle.
As per.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome to the biggest show on earth.
Our biggest show. The biggest. This is big.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive bagbones. Hope you're surviving your Monday afternoon. The time is 4 minutes past 5 o'clock and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Toledo's.
Rehydrate the right way with Toledo's. Real natural ingredients and natural colours.
Skull.
Now you're drinking.
Yum. How do we feel about that?
9 out of 10.
Really? A 9? I was thinking it'd be more like
For
a
mine.
6. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yours was a 1.
You're not even a 1. I'm not even going to give that any buzzies. It was a
Jase.
No
disgrace.
business for you.
Jase, Give me some buzzies, man.
No,
Why not?
it was a disgrace. How are you fellas finding the whole petrol situation, by the way?
I'm loving it.
I don't drive anymore, so it's like I don't even notice.
Yeah, I've got an electric vehicle, so
You've
I'm
got an
feeling
electric
really
vehicle?
well. I tell a lie. My wife does. I've got a push bike with a flat tyre and 2 rooted other cars.
Yes, and you've got a little truckie, a gas guzzler, don't you, Keyzie?
you're
How's that
guzzling.
going, mate?
You're guzzling on that gas, Keyzie, you guzzler.
Well, fellas, the raise in fuel prices has affected me like it has affected every
Not me.
ordinary Kiwi out there. Obviously, it doesn't affect you guys.
Yeah, but you've got Game of Two Halves money, so don't put
That
yourself.
show hasn't been on air for so
And
long.
yet still you swim in cash.
Yeah, don't put yourself in the same camp as ordinary Kiwis, please, Keyzie.
I am an
not with the big bucks you're rolling with.
I am an ordinary Kiwi on ordinary big bucks. To be honest, I tell you what, it'd be a great time to have a motorcycle right now.
That's
do,
good chat,
but
yeah.
it's taking a million years to get it registered.
Is your dad busy?
Nah, it's just paperwork. You got to do heaps of paperwork. It's taking so long.
Now listen, old
Hang on, I was
Mogey-
talking about paperwork.
Yeah, you're getting into admin chat again, and it's just boring me.
Okay, talk about old Mogey. Go on.
Old Mogey went out
Oh,
over
yeah.
the weekend, and he was fuming at one point. We'll be discussing that next.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
The Offspring there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon, the time 14 minutes past 5 o'clock.
Fellas, I went to a mate's big party on the weekend. Big
Yes.
party it was. And in all honesty, so he was turning 52.
God, can
actually,
you
old
imagine?
Giles, he's a mad dog. He's a mad dog. But it was a surprise birthday party for him, and it was also a surprise birthday party for me because it was organised by his partner, but it was organised through the Messenger app.
Facebook Messenger.
That's right, and I don't have Facebook, so I don't know anything about it. Now, it had been mentioned to me, obviously, however many months ago, and then, Jase, you've been through this before as well. You're expected to remember everything that your missus tells you, like you're some kind of memory thing. Huh?
Yeah, memory bank.
So I got told about it on Friday that it was happening on the Saturday, and it was kind of news to me. And I was like, okay, well, that's all good. I didn't know anything about it. I got sent a screenshot at that point of all of the details around it. And what it said on the invite was arrival 5:30 to 6 for a 6:30 teppanyaki. You had the teppanyaki before, Keyzie?
I've had teppanyaki. That's Japanese.
It's Japanese for cook food in front of you and throw it at you. So it was around at his house. The guy turned up there and did it there, which is
how
all good.
I've done that before. Really fun.
Great fun. Anyway, it gets to 5:45. I'm ready. The wires are on.
The wires are, and they wanted you there. What 5:30
Between 5:30 and 6 for a 6:30 start.
Right.
Okay. It gets to 5:45. And my wife goes and colours her hair, puts a highlight thing in it, which involves washing your hair. So we're sitting in the window. We're now in the window, 5:30 to 6.
You should be showing up.
We should be walking out of the door.
Yeah.
Instead, that's going on, and I'm thinking to myself, how are we going to get there on time? Then it gets washed out at around about 2 minutes to 6. And I'm thinking to myself, well, there's not much work to do, but there's still some things have to happen, like hair needs to be dried, face put on, clothes, etc., all of that. And I was just wondering, what planet do you think people are on when it comes to that kind of thing? Because from my point of view, you need to leave the house so that you can be there at the time that the host wants you.
Yes, fair.
But and to be fair to my wife, that's the worst example that we've ever had of it. But she
It's
didn't
not
seem.
what you're saying off air.
But she didn't seem bothered by the timing at all.
No.
Were you bothered?
Yep. But I didn't say anything about it because there's no point.
Just bottle it up.
I'm 12 years deep.
Bottle it up,
I'm 12 years. Look, I'm going to be mature about it, Keyzie. There's no point. You just recognise your differences, and if you've got a problem with it, talk about it on your national radio show.
100%.
Like
That's what I do.
like a real man.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
That's the best way.
So what is going on there? Because I think you should try and get to a place on time, but there are people that just don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's always women.
My wife,
Well, that's good because that would be a
my
sweeping
wife has this,
generalisation.
and I've got to be very careful here.
Oh yeah,
She'll be listening.
yeah.
She has a habit of, we go, okay, let's go for a walk in town. And she'll go, yeah, that's a good idea. And then I'll go, you ready? And she'll go, yep. And then I'll open the door, I'll go out the door, and she'll go, oh, hang on, and turn around and go back in again. Every single time.
Wow, what is that, like a 30-second interruption? That must really...
Often it's longer than that, Keyzie.
Yes.
And she'll be like, oh, where did I put it?
Yesterday, after we went out for the dinner, my wife, we were lying in bed reading the paper, croissants, having a coffee, as we always do. My wife said, should we go for a walk? Should we go for a walk? And I said, ugh. Yeah, let's do it. She came back, maybe 5 minutes later and said, Frankie's all ready to go. My daughter, Mogey Minogue's all ready to go. Let's go. And I said, I'll just jump in the shower. And she goes, I said, well, I always have a shower. I'll be another 5 minutes. So she was upset that from the time she came up with the idea to us walking out the house was 10 minutes. But the previous day...
Colouring the hair and that, yeah. Because my initial instinct, I'll be honest, was... Here we go, Mogey gets a bit more upset when it comes to hair stuff because he wears a wig. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's got a hair
that was
hat.
my
Yeah,
he wears a hair hat.
Yeah.
So that was my initial thing. But now that I know the timing's involved, yeah, it is a bit,
But what is it normal for people out there is what I want to know.
Well, you were saying, Keyzie, off air.
Wow.
But you...
Oh, my God.
You were fuming because you said your wife does the same thing where she'll literally have a shower as you're getting the car keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Well, it's like yesterday. We went to go for a walk, and I was like, do you want to go for a walk? She's like, yep, keen. I was like, okay, cool. Should we go right now? Yep, sweet. We get out there. I've slid into my sandals, and she's putting on shoes and doing up laces and putting socks on, and I'm like, come on, let's go.
Far
It's
out,
like, what's
man.
that about?
She's shocking. Out of all of ours, easily.
I don't know
The
about
worst.
easily.
3483, let us know how much you
Love
relate.
your beloved
Wait, so 3483 text us how much you love your partner or relate. Is that
and
what it is?
relate.
We've actually got $50 cash daily.
Oh, no, that's for gas. That's gas money.
Oh, is that gas money,
Yeah,
is
baby.
it? Thanks to Toledo. So every text in the draw. 3483. Can you relate at all?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Let's put 3 backbones in the draw, shall we, fellas?
This is for Magic Round, of course. If you don't know what Magic Round is, it's the best weekend ever, especially if you like your rugby league. You come over to Brizzy with us, fellas and Pugson, and boystrip.co.nz. 3 nights, Suncorp Stadium, 8 games of footy. When we're not at the footy, we're at Caxton Street, which is the street right by Suncorp Stadium. It's full to the brim with pubs, which are filled to the brim with footy fans, people wearing all different jerseys. There's a special Waz pub for the Waz game, the Royal Albert, the Prince Albert.
Yep, one of those.
Whatever it's called there. It's packed to the gunnels, Jase.
Yes, it is, mate.
And
It absolutely
it's
goes
brilliant.
off. Let's go to the phone lines. G'day, Scotty, you mad bastard. How's life? Scotty?
Scotty, you mad dog.
How's it, mate?
Here he
Yeah,
is.
good, thanks, mate. What do you do for a crust, Scotty?
I'm an engineer, mate.
You're a
backbone.
backbone. And obviously, Scotty, you love your rugby league. Who's your favourite warrior?
Oh, it's got to be RPS, bro.
Yes,
yeah.
man. Jase, that's
Okay.
Roger Tuivasa.
Shit, yes.
That's good.
I did know that,
You didn't
Keyzie.
know that.
I totally knew that. Still got a step on him, old RTS, hasn't he?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Douche.
Oh, douche.
Loves
Well,
it.
great stuff, Scotty. You're in the draw, mate, so stay on the line and we'll sort you out, all right?
Yes, fellas.
Good on you, mate. G'day, Joseph, you mad bastard. How's life?
Life is bloody good. How's life for you, Geordie?
Oh,
no, it's
mate,
okay,
that's a
mate.
great
You know,
question.
getting by. Tell me, you love your rugby league there, Joseph?
I'm quite partial to it, especially when they go to douche against people when like
douche.
hitting a brick wall.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get it,
beautiful.
man. You understand the game of buckler league.
Joseph, man, what do you do for a crust, brother?
Irrigation.
Way to go,
Christ.
man. You're a backbone, brother. And
Massive
if you
backbone.
happen to win, man, who would you bring with you?
Probably a cop either my wife or my best mate. I had to flip a coin.
Oh,
Yeah, well, do you-
nah, yeah. Like, who do you want to bring?
Well, I would like to bring Keezie's missus, but I think that's off the card, so we'll just carry on.
You're in, brother.
Jeez.
You're in, brother. You're
Joseph.
coming. This guy gets it.
Joseph,
Yes?
come on, man, what are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to give her a holiday with you. I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, true.
Yay.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, imagine that. Actually, that's a good deal. If you win, or I can put in a good word for you, you agree to take my partner, my wife, and then me and her can have a little Magic Round holiday. How does that sound?
Well, I did hear that there's a kid on the way, so this would be a great opportunity for you. So yeah.
Joseph, that is a lie. You're in the draw, brother.
That's so exciting. G'day,
No,
Matt.
it's not.
G'day, Matt, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, good there, Hoyte. How you going, mate?
Yeah, all right, mate. Getting by, Matt. Getting by. What do you do for a crust, mate?
Mate, I work on an avocado and kiwi fruit orchard.
Oh, you're joking.
Back,
You
not
don't work on
Keyzie's
one
one.
of Keyzie's plantations, do you?
Oh, no, mate. I'm up in the far north, not down that total
Oh,
way.
Oh, yeah, good on you, Matty. How's the avocado season been, mate?
It's been pretty good. We're just starting to do our kiwi fruit now. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mate.
Hey, Matt from Whangarei, just a question. My parents' plantation in Tauranga was really badly affected by all the storms and stuff, man. Did that happen to you guys up north?
Yeah, it sure did, mate. Yeah, there's plenty of orchards around the area that still haven't bounced back from the phytophthora.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
good, man. Well, I'll
not
tell you
good.
what, Matt, if you win, we'll meet up at Caxton Street there and we'll chat avos, eh?
Oh, sounds good, Keyzie. Sounds good.
All right, bro. You're in the draw, mate. You hold the line there, and Zoe will chuck you in the draw. So good, fellas.
It would
What a
be
backbone.
it'd be a devastating thing, wouldn't it, to have an orchard and then a weather sort of factor comes through and just destroys all of your work.
It would be annoying, yeah.
Yeah, very
Do you
annoying.
get insured for that, Keyzie?
My parents don't.
Yeah.
I-
People
I'm-
would, though, right?
I'm,
You'd have to.
I'm not sure. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
All I know is that it completely wiped out my parents' entire crop for the year.
You still talk about league, though.
What do you mean?
Well, you know. You're just saying that you don't want to talk about insurance for crops because you don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Oh, but I still do. How dare you? I know about rugby league.
Good stuff,
Hey,
fellas.
Jase, just quickly.
Yes.
Boystrip.co.nz. If you want to guarantee your spot, that was clever, Mogey. I completely went over my head there. Boystrip.co.nz. If you want to guarantee your spot on this trip, go on there, buy a package, get your mates to do the same, and we will see you at Magic Round.
I've got a couple of mates that are coming. They're jumping on the boys' trip thing as well. A couple of mates from Levin, so she's going to be a her of a trip, I tell you what.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Chili Peppers here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 5:42, and fellas, an extraordinary and strange thing happened to old Hoyte J today.
Was it a strange encounter?
I guess you could say it was. Strange encounters of the Hoyte kind. I was having a hot, soapy shower, lathering my toned and muscular body, cleansing it, if you will. I then got out of the shower and admired myself in the mirror. And why wouldn't you?
Can you get to the point of the story, please?
This is part of the story,
Oh, is
Keyzie.
it?
Man.
I then dried myself off, Mogey, slowly, sensually. And then I wrapped the bath towel around my waist and walked into my bedroom, and lo, without a word of a lie, right in the middle of my bedroom window is a dude in a harness swinging outside my window. I was like, what the actual is going on? Now, I've just got to explain to you, at the apartment that I live, I'm quite high up, as you fellas know. I'm quite high up. I'm not at the top floor, but I'm like mid-floor.
That's the second story.
Yeah, yes.
And so, without a word of a lie, there was a dude right in the middle of my bedroom window, swinging away there. And I'm like, what the... So I go, and I retreat out of there. And then I walk into my lounge. Without a word of a lie, there's another dude.
Oh, two dudes.
Two dudes. There's another dude right in the middle of my window and of my lounge. He also was just in a harness. I'm
Was
like,
he also hanging there, or is he just in a harness?
He was just literally hanging in a harness right in the middle of my lounge window. So I strut over there.
You
and
stagger over there.
And I open up the window and I said to him, hey, mate, what's going on? And he said, we're just cleaning the windows. And I went, okay, gee, this is a
Played
bit
it
weird.
cool.
Played it cool. Without a word of a lie, he sat in his harness in my lounge, swinging right in the middle of my window for 20 minutes, and he didn't clean diddly shit.
And for clarity, he was swinging outside your lounge window.
Yeah,
right?
outside, like a foot from my window.
Yeah.
And so 20 minutes passed, and I kid you not, he spent the entire 20 minutes on his phone. Now, it may very well be that he was taking photos of my nude and prone body.
Why were you prone?
Well,
That's where
I
you're
was,
bent over.
Were you lying down?
well, I'd got on the yoga mat.
Yeah, right.
And I was doing the downward dog and just stretching, because you know how my hip and my lower, because Keyzie, you've been telling me I need to do stretches.
Yeah, you've listened to me, sure, yeah.
So it may have been that he was slightly off put by me doing a nude downward dog with my ass in the air, pointed straight at him at the window there.
Yeah, right. Well, you're doing the nuss press.
I did do the nuss press at one point, yes. Well, you've got to, don't you?
You do.
And that's my Monday routine. The downward dog and the nuss press.
You don't think he was intentionally not cleaning the window so that it would be harder for everyone outside to look in and see you doing those things?
Well, you can't see me doing those things, as I say, I'm very high up in the apartment. You'd have to climb a tree to see that sort of action.
Yeah, right, okay.
Did he eventually clean the windows?
No. And so I wander over there, slightly aroused. Because,
To the
you know...
window?
To the window, yeah. And I open up the window again and I go, are you actually going to clean the window, man, or are you just going to sort of hang there? And he said, oh, no, we'll get to it. And I slammed the bloody window, so I was fuming and got the old fartos caught in it. Jeez, it hurt.
I've been to your house. The window's quite high up.
Yes. As I say, Keyzie, I was slightly aroused at that time. And
Right,
it was,
okay.
And I'd been leaning out the window to sort of see what he was doing.
Yeah, right, you were still naked.
And I was still naked, and
Yeah,
then
right.
slammed the window. Bugger if I could get the bastard open again.
Yeah, right.
Unbelievable, though. Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
Hard to believe.
And he was
Very
wearing a
hard.
Warriors shirt as well. You don't think he would have been taking
Photos of you? No, as much as you wanted him to.
doing my nuss press
No,
and
I don't
stuff?
think so, man.
Or the downward dog.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're surviving your Monday. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Toledo's.
From workdays to workouts, Toledo's natural electrolyte drinks keep you balanced, refreshed, and ready to go.
Glug, glug, glug.
Toledo's, more like Yum Lidos.
Now you're slurping.
I reckon we're onto something here. This is good marketing.
Now, I've said now you're sleeping before and you didn't rate it, but now you're using it? What's going on?
8 buzzies.
8 buzzies out of 10.
Yeah.
You saying it,
Yes.
as opposed to Mogey
What it's-
saying it.
Oh, it's all about the voice. You're right.
It's all in the
Yeah.
intonation,
Yeah,
mate.
no,
you
you're
know
right.
what I'm saying there?
Now you're sleeping.
Mate,
How did you do it again?
Now you're slurping.
No, you
No,
didn't.
there's too much mustard on that one.
Yeah.
Way too much
That was
mustard.
some
man.
shitter.
What was that? That's probably, if anything, that's probably harmed their business. Like, we've got a sponsor who's come on board, Kiwi company, family
Backbones.
startup, Backbones. We've met them, and you've damaged their business.
They'll still love me, man. They'll still love
and
me.
that's what's most important.
Hey, now, if you're in your car and you've just arrived home, don't leave. Stay in your car, because coming up next is Keyzie's News of the Day.
That's not what it's called.
And in the meantime,
A
yes,
very good song. A very, very good song.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Blind Melon there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening. The time is 10 minutes past 6 o'clock. You've been waiting for it, New Zealand, and here it is.
What's on the news? With me, Keyzie.
Great start.
Brilliant.
Great start.
Brilliant.
I haven't done anything. I just played
No,
the...
that sting is good.
It is a great sting.
Thank you. Well, I didn't make it. Pugs made it. I don't want to be sitting here taking credit for Pugs.
Sure.
When, he's the one that did all the work. And
Okay,
I'm
it's
just...
going downhill at the moment.
Yeah, you've lost track.
Fiala's new wastewater testing shows cocaine use
Oh, God.
in
Stumble
New
the
Zealand.
first line.
Come on, man.
It's always hard to recover from that, you know what I mean? We're talking about stage shows. You fluff your first line, Keyzie, on stage. She's a long road back, mate.
I hear what you're saying, but what the hell's a stage sew? Is that when someone stands on stage and sort of just sews something with a sewing machine? Got him. Fellas, new wastewater testing shows cocaine use in New Zealand has reached record highs.
Nice. I like what you've done there, man.
Thanks. That was unintentional. Continuing a strong upward trend in recent years. Okay, cocaine use is going through the roof here.
I'm with you.
They tested the wastewater to find that out.
What do you do? Does one of the log breakers down there
At the turd plant.
at the turd stirring plant?
He just whacks a sieve in the...
Yeah, it gets out all the cocaine.
And then just filters it out.
I don't understand why they're chucking the cocaine in the toilet in the first place.
That's a good question. What's the story with that, Keyzie?
Just doing some research here. They're not chucking it in the toilet. Well, some of it might.
Right.
But mostly it's like you ingest the cocaine.
Right.
And then you do poos or whatever, and then there's cocaine in the poos.
Oh, cocaine poos.
Never heard of that, actually.
Haven't you?
No.
It's actually interesting. The areas of New Zealand, fellas.
Oh, good.
Bay of Plenty had the highest cocaine use.
Bay of Plenty.
Bay of Plenty of cocaine.
Yeah, this guy gets it.
Second good joke of the segment, man. This is awesome. Northland.
That doesn't surprise me.
Northland, really?
I haven't even finished my sentence.
That would surprise.
All I said was
me.
Northland, and it didn't surprise Jase. What were you thinking? I was going to say Taranaki.
Taranaki goes off, yeah.
Well, no, Northland was the worst for meth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Jase.
Yeah.
Was the worst or the best? Sorry. What makes it best or worst?
Well, I guess it's the worst.
They didn't have much.
No, they've got heaps.
Oh,
right,
that's
okay.
That's bad.
Actually, you're right. So I should change that. So Northland is the best for meth.
If you want meth, that's the best place to go because it's got heaps.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
But it's mostly in people's wheeze or poos.
Yeah.
That should be their new banner. Northland. Meth capital of the country or something.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah.
That's the key. I
And
like
that.
that.
Yeah, they just sort of run out of steam halfway through and just go or something.
And then they have a shock.
And lose confidence.
Well, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't lose confidence, would you? You'd be full of confidence.
You'd be full of confidence.
Of all the meth.
Exactly.
The only thing wrong with the way Jase delivered that was he hasn't got enough meth in his system.
Yeah, which is a nice change.
It's filtering out.
It's time for your top up, Jase. Down south, actually, Southland. The best.
God, we've got good names for places around here.
Southland.
We've got the Bay of Plenty, there's heaps of cocaine. We've got Northland, and then we've got Southland. What have they got?
It's the best for MDMA.
Oh, it's the best.
Okay.
So there's heaps of it.
So there's lots of people on the old MDMA down in Southland.
Yeah,
there.
right.
So obviously more needs to be done to combat this stuff, fellas. It's too accessible nowadays, drugs.
Auckland needs to lift its game.
Yeah, well, how come Auckland's not on that list?
Well, no, it's not about Auckland increasing its drug use.
Yes, it is.
It's about New Zealand as a whole.
We're getting our asses handed to us at the moment.
So what do you want to say? Auckland is going to do more drugs. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, you want to keep being a loser?
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Pearl Jam there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show. Monday evening, 6:24.
Fellas, testicular cancer is the number one cancer among young fellas here in New Zealand. It is, however, highly treatable when caught early, but guys just aren't checking. They aren't having a look. So to help convince everyone to have a look, there is now a lump lottery. Find a lump, win a ute. It is that simple. The ticket is in your pants, so have a check right now.
Okay.
And then, not you, Jase.
Oh.
You don't. Well, I mean,
Can you help a mate out? Is this the sort of thing you help a mate?
Sure. I mean, you can help a mate by encouraging them.
Yeah.
Well, you just grab hold of these then, Keyzie, and see if you can feel any lumps.
Jesus. Mogey, we're going to need more than just my hands, brother.
I reckon.
Lumplottery.co.nz. If you'd like to win a ute, I highly suggest heading along.
Great stuff, mate. Bloody important too. Get into it, New Zealand.
Thanks, mate. Hey, over the weekend, fellas, I went into the hospital, Auckland Hospital.
Yes.
To get an MRI. We'll talk about why I went there later in the week. But I went to the bathroom there, and I was just sort of getting a little bit worried about my propensity to just say things out loud for no particular reason.
100%.
Yeah? Have you noticed that, Keyzie?
Yeah, your favourite is at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
You'll just really loudly yell, Keyzie! And everyone will turn around and look in our direction. Do you know you're doing that?
No.
Keyzie! And like everyone turns around.
It's often at the start of our podcast outro too.
Yeah.
You'll just have an absolute spewing of loud noises.
That's right. And there's no, it just is what sometimes you just don't have control over your body. And what am I meant to do about it? It's got nothing to do with me.
True.
It's actually how I feel about it. So anyway, I was in the toilet and I was
Back
the
in one
urinal
out.
at the
Okay.
hospital there, and I was sort of walking away as a guy came in to the bathroom. And I don't know if you guys do this, and it's got nothing to do with me. I just had a thought in my head that just jumped in there. Nothing to do with me at all. I didn't stop and think, I'm going to think this. The thing that jumped into my head was, I bet this guy's running an absolute weapon.
Yeah, nice. So you instantly thought this guy's got a hog on him.
Yeah. I don't know why. But
was he a particularly big guy?
I can't even
or-
remember what he looked like.
Right.
Beside the point. But the problem was, it was just me and him in the urinal. Now, what I thought was, I bet this guy is running Anne. That's what I thought. But then what I said out loud to him and me was, absolute weapon.
You eyeballed him and just said that.
So he's wondering, why has this guy just said, absolute weapon?
Was he talking about himself? Was he talking about me? Was he talking about my downstairs?
Yeah, I don't know. So there you go. I don't know. That is an issue, though, isn't it?
I think it would only be an issue if you were on like live radio or something. Because if it's just in everyday life, it doesn't matter. But it's if you were broadcasting, I think it would be an issue.
Yeah.
I have a similar thing, Mogey, going on, but you'd be surprised to hear.
His is worse, though.
No, it's not. I talked to you about it when we were down at the Hokitika Food Festival.
Oh,
and
it's
when I'm in a large group of people, like a large crowd, I literally just walk around without anyone necessarily addressing me at all or going, thanks, mate. Thanks, mate.
I've noticed you doing that.
Thanks, mate.
That's
It's
right.
just like this automatic response in my body where I'm like, thanks, mate.
You just say thanks, mate, because you know somebody's about to say something to you.
Yes.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, right. So that's from have people saying stuff to you and you saying thanks, mate, all the time. What's up with Mogey's one, though?
I just think he's got some issues.
Yeah.
He's got some serious issues.
What were you doing in the toilets at the Auckland Hospital, by the way, Jase?
Showing off my weapon.
So you went to the hospital, into the toilets to show off your weapon.
Yes, I did, Keyzie.
You're a shocking bastard.
Yeah, okay. No further questions.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Guns Roses there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening. But right now it's time for...
Patty Nips 69.
gmail.com. Get in touch with the fellas.
That's right, me, Petty Nips 69 at gmail.com. Get in touch with the fellas. 100% free advice, 100% anonymous. Not only is it free, actually, we will pay you for it. If we read it out on the show, then you get a prize. I heard some people last week, fellas, got some backbone tees.
Oh, my God.
How good.
Don't be afraid to send... Don't say it like that, man. Backbone tees are cool.
They are, though. Have you seen the new designs, Keyzie? Backbone.
Yeah,
I
I've seen
even
them.
gave one off my very body the other day.
You did.
Fellas, this one here comes in RE financial advice. G'day there, fellas.
Fellas.
Last year, my dear old grandma passed away at the grand old age of 31. 91. 31.
That's a young granny, I was going to say.
And like, how old's the guy writing in? You know, if she was... Anyway. This year, I've been surprised to receive a portion of the inheritance. It's nothing crazy, but it's more money than I presently know what to do with. As such, I'm worried I'll end up pissing away my grandparents' life's work on the horses and an industrial quantity of darts. Do Pharaoh, Dog Squad, Money Hoyte, Millionaire Mogey, or Old Moneybucks Keyzie have any advice on sensible investments, or maybe a Euro summer? Any advice is appreciated.
Well, you could do the Keyzie and buy Lego.
Yeah.
Well, no, you have to,
second-hand Lego.
no, you don't buy second-hand. You buy a specific limited-run set.
Well, we don't know it works yet.
I'd like
No.
to know,
Gotta be
I'd
careful.
like to know this guy's age.
Same, and how much money it was.
Yes,
That's
because
key.
Well, she was 91. How old her daughter when she had was probably I reckon
maybe in
he's
her
30.
18.
30, something like that.
I reckon
Okay.
he's about 30 odd.
I can't think of a better thing to do than piss it all away and smoke durries.
I don't think so. I like when it comes, because I got some inheritance from my grandfather
Did
when
you?
he passed. Not
Old
a lot.
money bags, inheritance cash over here. I didn't know about this. Now, this explains a lot. Old plantation Keyzie.
Mogey. He was an electrician. He fixed
He was
toast.
what?
He fixed.
What was that?
He was an. He was a male prostitute.
This show's falling apart.
Right? And he left me inheritance, a small amount. And when I was spending it, I pictured him and what he would say if I was spending it. And he, you know what he said? When we put it towards a trip overseas?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, it's good. That's good eating.
I thought he was dead.
No, he did. I was picturing him.
You're picturing him.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So I think a trip overseas, I think your grandma would love
Well, it
to
depends
know.
what else he's got going on, though, Keyzie. If he's got no house or, you
Mate,
know...
he's emailing in to meet Paddy Nipsick. He's got nothing
This
going
guy's
on.
he's
an idiot.
He's an absolute drongo.
Do get in touch, though, if you need any advice. I think a trip, personally, is my vote. What do you guys reckon?
How much money's he got?
Well, he said it's a bit, but not heaps. So let's just say...
It's more than he's used to.
Yeah, right.
Should we just say...
And how old is he?
He's 30. Should we just say 10 grand and he's 30?
Okay.
Okay, what would you do?
Queen of the Nile?
Gasoline.
Buy gas.
There's a lot of money in gasoline at the moment.
Right, okay.
Yep.
And then...
Buy high.
But gas goes off, you know. After 6 months, it's losing its quality. And
Goes off.
It goes off. No,
Does
not
it?
in a good way, in a bad way. 100%. So you think buy petrol? Jase, what are you saying?
Queen of the Nile.
Pokies.
Yeah.
Double or nothing.
Yes.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's the big show done and dusted this Monday. Do we have a podcast outro clip today, Keyzie?
Of course we have. Why? Because Pugs is away. You don't think Zoe can do it?
Well, I'm sure Zoe can. I just didn't know if she had or not.
Of course she has, man.
I didn't want to throw her under the bus or anything.
Nah, she's onto it, man.
Oh, I'm sure.
Here's today's clip. It's entitled Nappies. Yeah, but you wear
It
a different,
came off
you wear a different
midstream.
kind of pad when you're out and about, man. It'll
Keyzie,
still happen.
I don't wear adult nappies, all right? All right.
He refuses to, despite doctor's advice.
And if my undies are a bit damp at the end of the day, so be it.
Hey, there you go, Jase.
Oh, pissy pants.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
See?
Pissy pants, Hoyte J.
Have you ever had a nickname? Like, have you ever wet your pants at school?
Have you ever had a nickname?
A nickname? Have you ever wet your pants at school in front of people and been bullied for it?
No.
No.
I'm picking you have.
No, I 100% haven't. I definitely haven't.
Bird shit Chris. And...
No,
Well,
I haven't.
Okay. Sweet.
That's cool,
I
man.
believe you.
You don't have to be so defensive
Good.
about
Well,
it.
I'm just glad.
Nobody texted in about it. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
Why
no
would they? Because
doubt.
nothing happened.
Pissy pants Keyzie.
What are you up to tonight, Mogey?
Mogey. I might go straight to bed. I had a hurr of a sleep last night.
Did you?
Hurr of a
Have you
sleep.
been having your sleepy tea, man?
I didn't have it last night, but my daughter came in a couple of times and woke us up with some great chat. But still, God, once that stops happening, Jase, you'll know this, having had 4 daughters.
Yes.
Once they stop coming in and just waking you up 10 times a night, God, life gets better. I gotta
Sure
say.
does, mate.
Jeez.
Sure does. Now, Keyzie,
Hello.
your wife is out tonight,
She's
so
got touch.
you've already had your dinner, you said. You had a massive amount of sushi, but I suspect you're going to go home and have another massive
Oh,
amount of
yeah,
food.
he's not done.
I'm going to go home and cook
You're not
dinner for
done.
my wife, who'll be home at about 8:30. Yeah, you're
What
right.
are you cooking?
Burgers. Don't laugh. What's wrong with burgers? And frozen patties.
Smash burgers?
Nah, regular. What are you doing tonight,
Yeah.
Jase?
I'm just about to go and meet
Looking
my
for your
wife.
top button?
Meet my wife. I don't do my top button up, Mogey. I'm not a square.
We'll have fun with that, man.
Thanks, man.
Good stuff.
I'll tell her
fellas.
your review, too. She's already fuming. I've given her a few
Oh,
hints.
nice.
8.5 and her performance was a 10. What else do I need? God. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. Bye.
See ya.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.